Hi again, everyone. I'm here again with Sabolj to talk about the benefits of the traditional martial arts. Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
So what I was thinking about, because I've been around all sorts of people from all sorts of martial arts and sports, and what I find something in dealing with people like MMA fighters, and so sometimes they have high skill, but they kind of very immature. Uh, so I was thinking that, for example, on the other hand, I met some people who practice Katori, who've been practicing Katori for a long time. They are only like 20 in their 20s, but I was surprised how mature they were and kind of very disciplined, and so that made me think that a lot of the sports they kind of just focus on winning the match, or they just focus on those aspects, but they lack some of the the mental or the developing the personality, those sides of martial arts. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we can see some differences between martial arts and combat sports, but you know that I think in every age a practitioner can find what he is interested in. For example, in 2 months ago, I had a very talented young student. He practiced MMA and wrestling, but he liked Katori Shintoryu very much because it was completely different, but he couldn't find the real fighting essence in Katori too. But after some months, he said that, Szabolcs, I like it very much. I enjoyed it very much, but I have to go now because I cannot focus, boss. So I have to decide. And now I decide the fighting systems because I'm young and I
Hmm.
want to move more. But probably I will return. So it was very interesting for me, yeah,
Hmm.
because it works like this.
That's a good choice actually, because there are things you can do only when you're young. Like,
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
yeah, if you're gonna have these kind of matches, or if you're gonna be competing judo on higher levels, there's no way you can have the speed, when you 40 years old.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
So how do you see, where do you see the benefits of these traditional arts? What benefits can they bring to ordinary people nowadays? Obviously, we're not killing each other on the battlefield. Well,
Yeah.
most countries, but yeah.
First of all, I think that if you don't fight, if you really don't fight, like in a match or something like that, you can be relaxed. So the main problem for me, if I train with a good fighter in my dojo, that I see that usually they have very much, they have a lot of bad habits because they fight a lot, and during fighting they cannot control how to lose the stiffness in the body. And during the martial art practice, you can be aware of your own stiffness and you can let it go. This is very important. We can train slowly, we can train soft, and so etc. etc. So it's a good chance to be aware how to use your own body without stiffness. This is one. This is the first point. The other one is also connected with this because you have more time to be aware how to use your body completely as a full system. You can you can research the axis in the body, how to hold the head, how to be straight, how to go down on the ground. So it's also very useful to get the experience that you should be natural, actually. So you can get back the natural use of your own body. For example, if I would say one more thing, it can be a mental, and that's the winning and losing question. So in martial arts, the winning is completely different, like in combat systems, and it's very good to understand that. As every big teacher said, that the real winning is the winning over ourselves. And yes, in a martial arts training, if you focus well, you work on your ego and to win your ego over your ego.
Yeah, that's a great way to say this. I think I had, like, from my kind of thinking about myself, I think where these traditional martial arts helped me a lot is that, as you said, being sort of more controlled, not worry too much about the ego, and kind of be in control of the situation, be in control of especially yourself. Also being more disciplined. So actually it helped me with my work a lot. I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing well without having this experience, I believe. For example, but I would think I was thinking about this before, so there needs to be, like, these traditional martial arts, as we study it and as we progress, it's kind of a transformation. We transform our bodies to become whatever better and more efficient or stronger, or etc., learning techniques, but also it should be some kind of a mental transformation. Is it possible to actually really experience like a mental transformation if you go the easy way, if you stay within your comfort zone? Because what I had to do in Japan was, my teacher put me in every uncomfortable position he could find. Like, whatever he saw I'm not comfortable with, he did put me into the situation in order to overcome. So, for example, it was difficult to drive for me in Japan because it's on the other side, and then you have to look at the signs, and you don't know the place. And then every time, so when we went to seminar or whatever, usually we swap, and it's like a few hours drive, and always through Tokyo he let me drive because he knew it freaks me out, and a lot of stuff like that. He was just kind of everything where he saw I'm weak, he put me in that position to kind of to have me deal with it. And sometimes many other things, like he let me organize events, and I didn't speak Japanese well, so, and there were some situations where I made a mistake, or where I kind of did something which insulted someone, or things like that, which were kind of stressful. It was painful, but at the same time it helped me kind of let go of some of the weaknesses and just kind of progress, I guess.
Yeah. I have some students from MMA and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They are very talented and very good in that, but they say that that the Kata is the most strict martial arts, they say, because if you stand up against a sword, a wooden sword, it is a very frightening, very thrilling situation if you concentrate on that. And yeah, probably this is the atmosphere. It's very interesting for people.
So the Regisaho, or the Reho, or whatever you call it.
Yes, that's also very...
I guess it's the same thing when you come to the shooting range. The instructor will not let you just to spin a pistol and just kind of threaten other people or whatever. There has to be certain protocols and certain which kind of there is overlap with the Regisaho, where it's kind of a way of diplomacy, but at the same time way of handling weapons and distance and etc. safely.
Yes, yes.
So thank you very much, Szabolcs. It was a pleasure, and I hope to speak to you next time.
Yes, thank you very much for the chance.
Thanks a lot. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.